Hello, how are you? Tarot time! Yippee! Time to get centered and see what the cards are going to guide us into today. So fun. I so enjoy cards, as you know. What about, so yeah, I'm home, so we can have more cards now. I recognize that I have chosen fear and I choose again. I choose love. Oh my goodness, I cannot stress how important this is to start witnessing in your day-to-day world, all day, every day, remembering, what am I choosing with my thoughts? What am I choosing? And I can choose again. We so need this center open and pumping because this closed down energy keeps us small, keeps our vibration low. We want to be becoming more into love. So we need this reminder. Take a pause and take a screenshot. Crop this. Have it as a photo that you look at all the time. Okay. Lecture over. Card time. Let's take a centering breath or two. What guidance am I needing for the week ahead? And you can come back. I have lots of cards. I have the Inner Child deck and the Australian Animal card. So there's number 1. There's number 2. And there's number 3. 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Okay. Card number 1. The 3 of Crystals. Isn't that beautiful? There's a bit of play happening there, a bit of cooperation, and a bit of skill. Well, a lot of skill. A lot of skill if they're going to start spinning that all sorts of different ways. So the 3 is about community and communication, and it's a happy energy as well. So maybe this is coming together with some friends, connecting with people you might not have connected with for a while. Coming away from the mind. The crystals aligns with pentacles, so it's a very grounded, earthy vibe. What else we got here about this? Is it time to engage totally in creative projects? So when we think about the 3 of Pentacles classically, it's really very much aligned with our creative pursuits. So is it time to engage totally in your creative projects? So something quite joyful for you. It's a very joyful energy. What would I like to achieve creatively? And what must I focus on to fulfill this? There's quite a bit of focus in this energy. So there's a few things that you can ponder on. And the Australian animal with this is the turtle. Turtle's beautiful, isn't it? Turtle's about enjoying your home. Maybe you're having people over. Maybe sometimes it can be that simple. Home, nature and Mother Earth. So very grounded with this crystals card that we were looking at. Coming fully back into your body. Then you can access your feelings and your intuition. Grounded, I mentioned that before. Respect and healing knowledge. So maybe when I was talking about these creative pursuits, this is to do with healing. Okay, number 2. Number 2 is there's fairy tales in this deck, so they're kind of interesting. Hansel and Gretel. So this relates to the lovers in classic tarot, card number 6. So that can be about harmony and balance within the masculine and feminine. I'll talk about that more in a moment. But Hansel and Gretel, they're off to the cottage of desire, aren't they? Where they get those tests from that witch. So there's some unity and harmony. Maybe this is masculine and feminine coming into balance here within you. So your outer self, your doing self, getting harmonized with your inner, more reflective, caring, nurturing part of yourself. So harmony within relationship. Also, when they get to that cottage, what happens in Hansel and Gretel? That little fella gets put in a cage, doesn't he? And she has to take him out. So she needs to use some strength and some skill and some courage. And then they take off. They take off on black swans, I believe, from just checking this out. I have to read this story again. So you've survived the desires, you've survived the test. You're going into a test around desires, around more basic knowledge, and you've got some skill to get yourself through that and bring your feminine and masculine energies back together. So loyal devotion, balanced masculine and feminine, wanting harmony, higher destiny, meeting the dark part of yourself. Of course, you're going in to see the witch, so you might meet that dark part of yourself and rise above that. And of course, saving the wounded male part of yourself as well. That part of yourself that can be too busy, want to fix and analyze all the time. It's a yang trait more so than masculine, maybe misleading to think male, female. But this is the path of desire. So these are your tests here. And the card that comes with that is a beautiful dugong. Such a peaceful card. Beware of hunters, it says. So watch that witchy hunter part of yourself. Slow down. Peace, gentle and sacred gifts. So always gifts within these tests, and slowing down, because then we can trust our intuition. So some good energetic boundaries are helpful with this energy. There you go. And last cards, the Two of Swords. So here's a little dance. Here's a little bit of skill needed to not fall off those rocks. So Two of Swords often happens when there's a decision that we need to make and we get into fear and can't make that decision. So we need to stay very clear-headed. Opposites happen with the two, so polarity and getting balance with polarity. We also need to be aware of surrendering into a decision away from our fear. So we need our intuition. And I think there's quite a call to come away from fear here. I mean, these two could probably, maybe they're just playing a game, but maybe they're not, and they need to come away from fear to realize what's going on. It would be interesting for you to see which character you are and notice how that feels. But clear decisions are needed with this too, and harmonizing the opposites. And here is the bilby. This funny little creature, the bilby. And that says conquering fears. So it's quite a theme if you've chosen these cards, is moving through fears. Facing fears, conquering fear, solitude. Maybe you need some time to get somebody out of your way so that you can do some solitude to tune into what's really going on for you. Look closely, and courage. And I think this has a bit of the element of courage in there as well. So anything else on there you need? Strength. Strength, inner strength for that card. All right, there's your guidance for this week. See you soon. Bye-bye.